Hey y'all, we're back and we're gonna make some crackling cornbread. So I have my dry ingredients almost ready to go. In this bowl we have 1 cup of cornmeal and 1 cup of regular all-purpose flour. And to that we're gonna add 1 tablespoon of baking powder, and about 1/4 teaspoon of salt. We're not going to add a lot of salt. And 1/4 cup of sugar, and I'm going to add brown sugar to this mix. And I'm going to incorporate that, like so. Just trying to make sure there's no lumpy parts. And I rather use brown sugar all the time simply because I love the flavor of it. It's not really appropriate for most cakes, but it works in a cornbread pretty good. All right, now we're gonna work on the wet ingredients. I'm gonna put this aside. And we're going to whisk together 2 eggs.
So, Mom, when was the first time you tried cornbread?
Oh, might have been when I lived in Connecticut. We had it for Thanksgiving. Okay, and I'm gonna put in a full cup of buttermilk. This is a 1/2 cup measuring, so I'm gonna do 2 of these. 1.
And by the way, guys, personally, cornbread, one of my favorites. I love a good cornbread.
So look, let me just say this. I mean, I know we got the blue box, but whipping this together is so easy. But if you're afraid of measurements, oops, did I just get that all over me? If you're afraid of measurements, by all means use the blue box. It is a great product. But like I said, this is so easy to whip together. Okay. Now, I'm going to combine our buttermilk and eggs with our cornmeal, flour, sugar, and baking powder. So I'm just gonna form a little well and drop that in. So that's kind of like what it looks like. And I'm gonna incorporate this first. And try to at least whisk all of the lumps out. So you see how it's kind of coming together like the blue box would have.
Yeah, I'm very excited about this.
All right, so next ingredient, obviously in baking, you're gonna have your buttermilk, your eggs, your flour, and then you need some fat. So this is in every Southerner's household. In case you're not sure what it is, it's bacon grease. And I've also have some in my skillet that I'm gonna cook the cornbread in. So bacon grease is a household ingredient.
It really is, y'all.
You find it throughout. A lot of serious chefs use it in their cooking, and here in the South, they put it with every vegetable. Like if you're making green beans or sauteing any kind of greens.
Oh my gosh,
cabbage.
Yes.
I mean, we put it in everything. It acts like a seasoning for some strange reason, but it's really good.
It really is, guys. She's not kidding.
So I'm gonna carefully hold this so I don't spill it.
Do not spill the sacred oil.
I know, because I can't lose any of it. I have no more. I'll have to make more bacon. Okay. I'm gonna add it like so. I'm gonna stir that in. And that's gonna get married. And our last but not least ingredient is our pork rinds. And these are seasoned pork rinds. Look how beautiful and smooth that has just become.
Yeah,
incorporating.
Man.
These are seasoned pork rinds that you normally would get at the fair We found somebody that made it locally and got it from them. Pork, this is exactly what it is. It is the rind of the pork that's deep fried. And we call it cracklings. It's just very crunchy. And it's seasoned with a hot spice mix. Hence why I didn't put more salt than I did.
Yeah, this is gonna act as like the salt
And the seasoning for the cornbread.
This is like a spicy mix. What's your favorite pork skin flavor?
I don't know, but I just love the ones at the Cotton Picking Fair. You know, when we go there.
Yeah, that's the actual name of a fair, guys. Don't
yeah. Oh, yeah. It is the actual name of a fair, but they make these huge pork rinds.
Yeah, I love going there. We've been twice, I think.
All right, we're going to put this in the skillet. And I'm just using a cast iron skillet. You can see all the pork rinds peeping up.
I'm very excited about this. You know, I know normally you tell your stories about the first time you tried something, but when I first tried Crackling cornbread, it was at a barbecue place, I want to say in North Georgia.
Yeah.
The one time we went up there for something, and it was really good. It was different. I like the crackling aspect of it, the pork rind. It holds everything well, it meshes well.
I'm not gonna play with this very much. I'm just gonna knock the pan a little bit so that, and it's okay that there's some fat here around it. It'll just create a nice crust. So I'm just gonna make sure everything settles. We're gonna put it in a 400-degree oven for about 35 minutes and we'll show you how beautiful it'll become. It's yummy and it'll be great with our beans. We'll be right back. Hey y'all, we're back. And our white beans have finished cooking. It cooked for about 2 hours and 30 minutes. And this is the consistency you want, that rich, thick. We did use all of the stock. You know, I added some more that was left over afterwards. And 1 cup of white wine. My go-to cooking wine is Chianti. So that kind of finished it off. And it's really rich and thick. Then we made our crackling cornbread, and it is out, and it looks really good.
Yeah, it does.
But I'm gonna let Junior do some tasting today. I really want him to get a taste of all of it together, so I'm gonna dish it up for him. And our beautiful sausages that we got up in Austell, Georgia, is in here. Junior, what are you expecting?
I'm expecting the sausage in there, the chorizo, to absorb all of those flavors. I'm expecting to taste a little bit of the white wine itself. And of course, I mean, what am I expecting from the cornbread? Perfection, because cornbread is the perfect side for this beans that we made.
And you notice how the ends of it got really crispy with that oil from the bacon?
Yeah, I see that.
I love that. And this is my go-to recipe. I change it up just a little bit during Thanksgiving time when I'm making my stuffing. Look at that.
Oh yeah, look at the little cross section right there. See the pork rind right here?
Here's one that fell off. You want some extra butter on that cornbread?
We'll put a slab for the presentation.
Yummy.
Nice. All right, Mom. Well, I guess I'll hand over the camera to you, and
They'll get
to see my face again.
Go.
All right, guys. So you're seeing my face again. You know, last time we tried something, it was really good. But what do you expect? It's my mom cooking for crying out loud.
Oh, you're so sweet.
And I'm not just saying that because she's behind the camera. It's true. I mean, I'm proof. It's right here.
You'll live here forever.
I appreciate that. All right, so what we're going to do, I'm going to walk you guys through. So we're going to try the cornbread first because a good cornbread can stand on its own. That's just a fact, okay? And we're going to try it. I also have a piece of pork crackling right here that I'll try on its own as well. So we're going to take a little piece of this, dab it on the butter right there that's already melted, and just taste it. I'm really liking the flavor as well. I'm going to finish swallowing this because I don't want to chew and talk at the same time. So
Why don't you try it with your beans?
that was really good right there. You do get a healthy amount of beans. Get a piece of chorizo in there as well. Get a little sauce. Mm-hmm.
Do you like the chorizo?
I love it. I think it adds a really good, like smoky, meaty element to it.
Mm-hmm.
I think a good beans definitely needs a complementary meat, because the beans in this, of course, is the start.
Yeah.
So you need a good number 2 option, and the meat provides that. Now, some people use like smoked turkey. Some people will use some sort of pork. But you know, it's really good. Now we're gonna combine the two. So what I'm gonna do is take a little piece of this, and we're just gonna go in here, get some beans as well.
Well, thank you for being my taster today. And thank you all for tuning in. And again, we want to say, please like our video, subscribe, and leave all your great comments. If you have any questions about today, I'm more than happy to answer for you. And I was thinking earlier that this will be a good meal for a mom that is having to do diligent duty of the schooling at home with online learning. You literally can do the first part of this where you sauteed your vegetables and meat and load it all up into the crock pot afterwards and let it just cook all day for 6 to 8 hours. You know, that'll be easy, and then you whip up the cornbread in the afternoon and your kids will have a great meal. So try it out. And again, stay healthy, stay safe, be blessed. Until we see you again, don't forget to subscribe.